Okay, I'm back in Monaco Cemetery, which is the only cemetery in Monaco. Just going to have a look around today and have a look at the architecture. But there are some notable graves here, and I'm going to try and locate some of those as well. You may have seen the video I made about Roger Moore's grave sites, which I filmed here. If you haven't seen it, please check that one out. I think I mentioned it on the Roger Moore video. Lots of the graves here are like family graves, so there's multiple people buried in some of these graves. Well, here's an example for you here. There seems to be 8 people in this grave. Apologies for the noise, there's a building sites just behind the cemetery here. As I go further down the cemetery, the noise should dissipate, hopefully. Got cremation graves here, and you can see there's a whole section here that haven't been taken up yet. We've even got graves here in the stairwell. I think I'll go to the geranium section. There are a few notable graves there. A very unusual grave here. It's a grave of a veteran of the Battle of Britain here. H. Maynard Mitchell died in 2004. And he seems to be buried with his wife, who I would say was a French lady from the name. And she died in 2020. I'm filming this video on a mobile with a gimbal. Don't usually do this. Let me know how it looks. Family Mbappé. Doors open, so let's put the camera in there. It's a nice one here. Another family grave, or tomb, should I say. I believe there will be a vault underneath here. Okay, this is the geranium section of the cemetery. I believe there are a couple of notable graves here. I've already located one of them. Family Ferre. I hope I'm... well, I apologise now, I'm going to be mispronouncing the names. It's a family grave, but Leo Ferre is buried here. He was a composer. He had many hit singles between 1960 and 1975. Sorry, I referred to him as a composer, but he obviously was also a singer and songwriter, and he was also a poet. He was actually born in Monaco, but he lived in France. He was influenced by jazz, blues, rock and opera. He wrote and sang probably the most famous French song, Avec le temps. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. It's spelt like temps, but I don't think that's how you pronounce it. The song has been covered many times by other singers, notably by Celine Dion. Leo was a passionate animal lover and he had many pets, including cats, dogs, monkeys and even a llama. He was a supporter of the anarchist movement in France and would donate money to anarchist causes. And he died at his home in July 1993 at the age of 76. There's some quite impressive headstones here. I'm struggling to find the notable people. Okay, it's a notable grave here. Ernest Walsh, American author and poet. Ernest Walsh was the founder and editor of The Quarter magazine, which published original work by Ernest Hemingway and others. He was romantically involved with Scottish poet and artist Ethel Moorhead, and he later had an affair with American poet Kay Boyle. He died of tuberculosis in 1926 at the age of 31, and his only book of poetry, poems and sonnets was published in 1934. 8 years after his death. Okay, I've just had a look online and I'm pretty sure I've passed 3 notable graves earlier without realising. Okay, Josephine Baker, born in the United States but moved to France and became a French citizen. She was the first person of colour to appear in a major motion picture when she appeared in the 1934 film Susu. During World War II she was a spy for the French resistance. Her friends included Grace Kelly, Ernest Hemingway and Pablo Picasso. And she died in 1975 at the age of 68. Next to her is the grave of Jean Chevrier and Marie Belle. Chevrier was a screen and stage actor. He appeared in such films as Tornavara in 1943, The Iron Master 1948 and The Three Musketeers in 1959. He appeared in 50 films between 1936 and 1972. He died of a heart attack in Paris on December 13th, 1975. He's buried with his wife, Marie Belle. She was an actress and theatre director. She only appeared in French-language films. During the Nazi occupation of France, she participated in the French resistance. In 1953, she was awarded the Legion of Honour for her contributions to French culture. She died on August 14th, 1985, at the age of 84. The cemetery is so pristine, but I've noticed one thing that's out of place here. Check out the cactus. Okay, we got the cremation grave of Anthony Burgess here. Author and musical composer, best known for his novel A Clockwork Orange, which was later made into a film by Stanley Kubrick. He worked with Kubrick on a film about Napoleon, but the project was abandoned eventually. Kubrick asked him to write the script for the Tom Cruise film Eyes Wide Shut, but Burgess declined. Burgess wrote the entry on the novel for the Encyclopedia Britannica, and he was friends with Benny Hill, and he gave an address at Benny Hill's funeral. He wrote 250 plus musical works, and he died in London in 1993 at the age of 76. Now, he wasn't a fan of ABBA. ABBA is the title of his 22nd novel. And as I'm in this section, I've shown these graves on a previous video, but if I can find them, bear with me. Here we are. Doesn't really need any introduction. James Bond himself, Roger Moore, died in 2017. I have a whole video about Roger Moore, so please go and check that out. He died in 2017 after a short battle with cancer, and I believe he was 89 years old. And just down here somewhere, Lewis Gilbert, I also mentioned him in the same video. He was a director, and he directed Moore in 2 James Bond films. Okay guys, thanks for watching. Let me know what you think of the video as always, and please give it a like and subscribe to the channel. It's free to do so, and we'll see you in the next video.